we shall reconvene and we shall persevere. We don't like Songkran, and I'm sure you're in that collective we with me. Is there a man amongst you that can tell me they actually enjoy Songkran? I mean, somebody who's lived in Thailand for any amount of time. And in the beginning, I think the first year was a novelty for me. And I've got a story to tell you. I've got me gin. I got me gin eventually. You're going to be saying, I shouldn't be drinking so much, but you won't say that after I tell you what I'm going to tell you now. Well, boys and girls, we're back for another video. In this video, we're going to chart the preparation for Songkran. Now, I don't do Songkran. Her family do, and I have to tag along. But they're out there assembling or putting together a Songkran altar, is the best way I can describe it. So look, this is the Friday before Songkran, and the thing that is inconvenient for me is that the banks close for business today, Friday, and they don't reopen, I think, until next Thursday, because Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are bank holidays. It really does throw, a spanner into the works. But look, however, this is going to be a very varied video. We're going to do quite a lot, but let's go out here and see what they're at in putting this Songkran altar together. So we've just popped outside, and Songkran and me don't get on. But this is what they're doing. They're putting up a Songkran table. You've seen them, I'm sure you have. You've seen them in public buildings and things like this, where you have your containers of water with the little petals or whatever the flowers in it, and you do your thing. And all respect to everyone who does that. I'm waiting here for them to finish. This is the management of the complex, and it's a kind of a community effort. I'll show you here. So it's a bit of I'll put the light on. So it's a bit of a community effort. You've got security and Joe. Joe, do you want to say hello to YouTube?
Hello.
Here, microphone here. So what are you doing? What are you doing?
I just help her about the
to decorate the table.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's helping decorate the table. There you go. For all our British, and I should say for all our Irish and British viewers, this feels like an episode of Blue Peter. This is being put together with sticky back, what do they used to call it? Sticky back plastic and thumbtacks. That's what they're doing. Yes, we used to get, when I was a kid, we used to get, we had an aerial on top of the roof, and in Ireland we could receive the signal from across the way in the UK. We used to get Welsh TV because it was close, and you get BBC Wales. That's what we got, BBC Wales. But the reception was terrible. Every time a motorcycle went by, you get the lines coming across the screen, and you'd hear it, the interference. Then cable came along, and then it didn't matter. Anyway, enough of that, but this is what they're at. And it's interesting to note that, without saying too much, because some people do understand a bit of English, someone not of the Buddhist faith is helping out here as well. It's amazing. So you've got a heathen like me and a Muslim like her, and the rest are Buddhist. She's festooning, that's what they're doing, festooning. This is one of the things you've got to love about Thailand, the community thing. They all do things together. You might have seen in the previous video where a bus broke down on one of the main roads here, and people got off their motorcycles, they stopped what they were doing, and they helped to push the bus out of the way of the traffic. It's just a sense of community that you don't... Okay, we have our communities in the West, but the sense of community here is so apparent. And they are using sticky back plastic and thumbtacks. wonderful. Over an hour since I spoke to you last, and you're still at it. And you're wondering, why am I spending so much time here? I've nothing else to do. We're heading to Pontootheny tonight, and I'm going to bring you along with me. And this video will conclude in Pontootheny. Preparations for Songkran. I swear to God, we go up there tonight. We stay Friday night, Saturday night. Sunday we come back, and then Monday up to down to her mother's house, which is 750 meters from here. And our whole family, yes, and the beer bandit, will be there from about 7 o'clock in the morning, drinking Hong Tong and doing all their water stuff. But there's a lady that did this, the festooning, and she just happened to be here. She's visiting her daughter, and she's professional at this, and she just lent her services. There you are. This is what I mean about the sense of community. And it looks fantastic. It looks absolutely fantastic. So there you go. The amount of work and preparation they put into this, I suppose you could equate it with Christmas. The amount of work and preparation we put into that. Oh, but at least at Christmas they don't throw water. But at least at Christmas people don't throw water over each other. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
This has now been going on for over 2 hours. It's getting a bit long in the tooth, it really is. The amount of toing and froing. This is one thing about Thai culture. I don't know what it is, but they just can't make their mind up. They're putting it this way, putting it that way. You see, they put it on, they take it off, they put it on, take it off. Jesus. We'll be here all bloody day. So I've just been told by my friend Joe here, you're supposed to pour water over butter, you see, but that tray wouldn't hold much water. So he's told me that it's not functional. It's just for aesthetic purposes to show respect. It's not a functional thing where you pour the water. And I've been waiting here all morning for them to finish this. And I've been told it's just for aesthetical purposes. So it's finished. And I'm finished because I've been standing here for 2 hours waiting for this big thing. Anyway, guys, I've been standing here too long. That's done. So this is part of the Songkran preparation. I'm starving. I'm going to get something to eat. So I was going to go to 7, but I've changed my mind. There's this little cluster of restaurants just beside 7. You can get God knows what, all the Thai stuff and all the rest of it. But this one here does wonderful chicken burgers. And I'll say that again, burgers. Chicken burgers and chips, or as the Americans say, French fries, or as the Thais say, French fries. So I'm not going for the chicken burger, I'm going for the chips, because I'm going to make myself a chip sandwich with mayonnaise and tomato sauce when I get back to the house. How about that? This normally takes a while, so we will reconvene when she's ready. So while she's sorting out my French fries, I've come in here to 7 because I want to get myself some mayonnaise. But the mayonnaise they sell here is not the May West. But we'll see what we can get. So I was in there getting me stuff and I was asked to stop recording, which I did. So I got me bread, soft white. It's not the same kind of bread you get back home, but it'll do. And mayonnaise. It's not the mayonnaise you get back home, but it'll do. Let's see how our French fries are getting on. Just before we head back in, just wanted to show you, this is the cluster of restaurants here. There's two kiosks here, and there's about 3 or 4 kiosks inside. The French fry woman has one of those kiosks. So that was a lot, thank you. Sorry. So that was a lot quicker than I thought. She got the French fries done really quick. 59 baht. That's not bad at all. Sorry. I'm beginning to think that I'm considered a bit of a nuisance. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you. My correction. 49 baht. Oops, a daisy. What did I drop? I don't know. Let's get back to the hacienda and enjoy this. So here we are back at the hacienda. I swear to God, it's getting hot. It's so bloody hot out there. This is my favourite part of the day. This is just before I collect Harry from school. I collect him from school in about 2 hours. I can sit back, relax and enjoy something to eat. I don't have any online stuff to do until 5 o'clock this evening. And that's only one. I've only one appointment, and then we drive up the Pontootenay. And you're going to be privy to all that. And, you know, this is just the start of Songkran. Bangkok is going to empty out over the next couple of days. And it's going to be a completely different city. It's a completely different city during Songkran. Completely different. The alcohol ban, I heard, and I mentioned it in the last video. Apparently, there's an alcohol restrictions in place for places like Khao San Road and Soi For Nana and Silom and places like that. I could be wrong, but that's what I heard. That's what I heard. But there's no alcohol ban where I am, because I'm going to get myself a bottle of gin. Because I'm going to get myself a bottle of gin a bit later on. It's Friday. You see, for your quintessential chip sandwich, I think the British call it chip butty, I think you call it. But, and they call sandwiches sarnies. I mean, come on, lads, it's a sambo. Sambo, that's what we call them. So I'm having myself a chips sambo. And these are piping hot. Now, where's me fresh white bread? Because that's the only way to do this. Oh, dear God. There's no room in this place. There's absolutely no room. This is a dog box. They certainly broke the mold when they designed these places in terms of dog boxes, because I've never, well, I won't say I've never been in a place this small, but with the exception of a bed sit in Dublin. But this is quite small for a family of 3. I mean, it's tiny for a family of 3. Oh, dear God. I'm starving. Let's see. Here we go. Put that there. There is absolutely no room. Absolutely no room. What's the bread like? Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Soft and white. Yes, yes. I know it's not good for me. I know it's not good for me. But what is, lads? I mean, what is good for you, you know? Why is that all wet down there? I don't know. Jesus Christ, that's something weird there. Butter. 1 second. Of course, the butter in the fridge is rock hard. Have to do something about that now in the microwave, but I have to take the tin foil off, or the aluminum foil, as you say in the States. Hang on. God, there's still a bit on it. That's going to cost sparks. Well, it's only going to be in for a minute. Hang on a sec. Actually, I'll take the butter out of the whole thing. What am I doing? Hang on. Put it into this. There we go. There we go. That's thinking. That's using your loaf, Dave. That's using your loaf. Hang on. Take this one out. God, the heat. I am absolutely perspiring. But looking forward to this with gusto, lads. Absolutely. Isn't it impossible to open these bloody things? Can't do it. Where's a fucking knife? Here. Okay. Just for the merest of seconds. Does that do it? Not quite. God damn. Oh, I'm sweating like a pig. Sweating like a pig. The reason I'm sweating like a pig is I don't have the fan on. Because if I put the fan on, it'll interfere with the microphone. There you go. The things I do for YouTube, lads. The things I do for YouTube. Let's butter our bread and get stuck into this. Buttering our white slice pan. We call it a slice pan in Dublin. It comes from the Latin word panus, meaning bread. Slice pan. We don't say slice loaf. So there you go. Sloppy, but that's the way I like it, you know. I don't want to live forever. Who does? I mean, what's the point in living forever if you can't enjoy the things you like, you know? There we go. Ho, 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 lads. This is looking good. Now, to open the mayonnaise, everything is overpacked. The packaging is overdone in Thailand. It really is. They're just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Where is it? Here it is here. So I just usually burst this open. This is not real mayonnaise. It's just Thai mayonnaise. There we are. There we go. It's wet underfoot for some reason, and I don't know why. Something must have been leaking. I hate walking on a wet floor with my bare feet. Jesus Christ. There's only one thing worse than walking on a floor in your wet feet. Sorry, there's only one thing worse than walking on a wet floor in your bare feet. That's walking on a wet floor in your socks, with your, wearing your socks. There we go. I'll include you in this. There we are. Oh, isn't that just sweet? Isn't it just lovely? And now we have our tomato sauce. Or we should have. Where did she put me tomato sauce? Oh, there it is there. Hang on. Here we go. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, lads. That's how to do it. That's how to do it. You put your chips on top of that. Generously. Generously. So a generous helping of that. There we are. And now we'll put our chips on. Oh my goodness. So I don't want to make a mistake here because this is crucial. This is the crucial. They've no vinegar. They've no vinegar. It's no bloody hell. Salt and vinegar. That's what you want. Salt and vinegar. Okay. So we get our chips. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a bit of salt. I'm going to get a bit of salt first. This is the first thing I've eaten all day. What am I doing? I'm salting the bloody bread. I should be salting the chips. This is the first thing I've eaten all day. Hang on. There we go. I got a pinch there. There we are. That's quite nice. There we are. Put the lid back on that. And we plonk our chips. Oh lads, there is a God. There is a God. So I'm going to get stuck into me chips. I'm going to turn on the fan, and that's the reason we're going to adjourn, because if the fan goes on, you won't hear me because of the wind noise on the microphone. I'm absolutely sweating. So we reconvene. We reconvene as soon as we finish this. And God knows where we'll end up next. That was a wonderful, wonderful experience, honest to God. It's much later now, lads. It's 10 to 6. She has told me that... ouch, itchy ear. She has told me that she'll be home at 7, but that's only saving face bullshit. I don't expect her till way after that. And then we'll be driving to Pontootene. And because this is the Friday of Songkran, the world and his brother will be leaving Bangkok, because God knows what time we'll arrive in Pontootene. But we have to stop off in Macro because I got to get some gin. I didn't get the opportunity today to buy some gin because a good friend of mine, Johan, big shout out to you from the Netherlands, he paid me a visit here in the condo earlier on. We spent a couple of hours chatting. I had to collect Harry from school and all the rest of it and all those things, and here I am now. So I'm going to pack up my gear. Here's my paraphernalia if you're interested. So this is my case. This is my DJI mic case. So I have the DJI mic here. And I can tell you one thing. I just want to say this. I have bought a few things in my life, but I've never bought or had... It's rarely you buy something that it's really worth the money. And that, if you can see that there, I don't know if you can see it in the light, that is worth the money. That's a Hocko. It's a power bank. If you're used to the channel, you've seen this. It's absolutely worth its weight in gold. It holds its charge really well. So we're standing on 69%. I haven't charged that all day, and I'd be lost without it. But look, that's just one of the things I have to bring to Pontootene, because the electricity up there, it's not reliable at all. So I don't know whether you'll see me again driving her car, because she only wants to drive her car when we go to Pontootene. I won't be filming when I'm driving her car. She doesn't let me do that when I'm driving. So I don't have the paraphernalia to do that. I can do that in my own car. I can't do it in her car. But anyway, we shall reconvene. Well, I'm sweating like a pig. Look, don't let anyone tell you that it's not roasting toasting in Thailand this time of year. It is. But we shall reconvene momentarily. It's much, much later, and I've got a story to tell you. As I said, this is going to be a varied video. I got me gin eventually. And you're going to be saying, I shouldn't be drinking so much, but you won't say that after I tell you what we're going to tell you now. It's 10 past 12, Thursday night, Friday morning. And she, as I said earlier on, she said she'd be home at 7. She didn't come home at 7. She came home at 9:30. Said she was busy, but she never called me to tell me she was going to be late. I had to call her to see where she was, but it doesn't matter. She came home. We loaded up the car and we set off for Pontotoony, where we are now. And I had told her, because it was so late, we couldn't go to Macro. Macro is the wholesaler where I can get my gin, you see, and not every 7-Eleven has gin. And I know one particular 7-Eleven on the way that has gin, on the way to Pontotoony that has gin. And that's on Soy in Tramra, which is about 200 or 300 metres, actually probably 500 metres from where we live. So anyway, got into the car and didn't I go to the 7-Eleven, but I had to park on the street. And it's a fairly wide street. I parked on the street, went to the ATM, got the money out and went into 7-Eleven to buy me gin, which I got. I was in there for 5 minutes and I came back out. The car was gone. And so was she, and so was, well, Harry was with her. I said, what the hell? Now, it was lucky enough I brought my phone, because I was going to leave my phone in the car. Anyway, I called her and I said, where are you? She said, and this is true, I'm driving to Pontotoony. I pissed her off. She lost face because someone apparently said to her, apparently, this is what she said, you shouldn't be parked on the side of the road like that. You know, and even the dogs in the street know, Thais park wherever they want to. She just wasn't happy. Somebody must have said something to her when she wasn't happy where she parked, and she fucked off. That's as true as God. And I said, well, what? Come back for me. She said, no, I'm going to Pontotoony. And I said, okay, I'm going to get the Camry, my own car. I was standing on the side of the road, all me kit and caboodle in her car, this computer and all my camera equipment, this and everything else. And I said, I'll go and get my own car. So I was walking back up the road to get my own car, and she came up behind me. I pretended not to see her. I could feel her behind me, the lights, the headlights of the car. I said, why did you do that to me? No reply. So look, lads, that's what I got to put up with. And I have to spend Songkran with her a bunch of ignoramus of her family, with the exception of one or two of them. But generally speaking, ignoramus, complete ignoramus. And that's why I don't like Songkran. And I can tell you this, if you want to help me out and buy me a coffee, please do so. These are the lads who've done so far. And I really, really appreciate it. It's you know, it's not easy being married to a Thai woman. It's not fucking easy at all. But I can tell you this, I'm gonna stick it out. That's why I'm gonna stick it out, because I want to be here. I want to be here with my son. I don't like Songkran. And if you want to, by the way, by the time this video goes out, I will have had a live stream with Pete from Thailand Bound about not liking Songkran. I think he's in the same camp as me on that. But if you haven't seen it, you'll be able to see it because it'll still be on the channel. Look, I'm going to finish this. This is me gin. I wasn't going to drink until she left me on the side of the road. I mean, I asked her, I said, why did you do that? Why did you do that? And all she said was, you shouldn't have parked there. I said, every single Thai person parks bullshit on the side of the road. You know they do. Of course, when the Farang does it, it's a different bloody story. But anyway, look, I'm in the middle of editing this. I got to do that because I want to get this video done, and well, I want to get this video edited and done because I've got a live stream tomorrow, and I want to get this up by Sunday, the day before Songkran. And there will be a Songkran video, by the way, lads, with the Beer Bandit and all the rest of them. You'll be able to experience you'll be able to experience my ire, if I can say that. It's a long time since I heard anyone say that, even myself. Anyway, it's 12:10. So, we're here, Pontotoony. We shall reconvene in the morning, and I'll give you an update on what's happening. And when we go back to Bangkok on Sunday, the next day is Songkran, and you'll be privy to me being with all her family, and it'll be fantastic. Anyway, we will resume momentarily. That momentarily will mean I'll have had a good night's sleep, and you won't notice a difference. Well, maybe you will, because I won't be half shot. Anyway, I'll see you in a Anyway, don't go away. I'll be right back. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Well, guys, it's the next day. It's just gone for 5 to 2 in the afternoon. And I've just been down where they're celebrating Songkran down there. This is Clong Lawang, and that's the Clong, and this is Lawang, whatever. Clong Ha, that's the Canal 5. Clong Lawang is split up into different sections by the number, canal number. You got Clong Ha, Clong Hock, Clong Jed, blah, blah, that's 5, 6, 7, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I'm suitably sobered up, but I'll be suitably getting drunk again, as Elvis Costello once said. Well, can I repeat the lyric? I can repeat the title without singing it. What's the use in getting sober if you're going to get drunk again? You know, obviously, you know, I shouldn't be talking like that, but what the heck? So, these guys behind me are fishing under the shade of a tree, and I would never go fishing in a canal. I mean, honestly, a canal? No, I wouldn't, but ties are different. And I can tell you, they're doing their Songkran thing down there, and I couldn't stay there because of the music. The music is blaring. I can hear it from here in the distance. But basically, sitting in 38 degrees heat, with people throwing water over you, drinking Hong Bloody Tong, and Leo with ice. I mean, come on! Where's the fun in that? It's far from fun if you ask me. But anyway, we're gonna move away. I'm gonna move away from the music is wafting. It's wafting. Do you know sound waves travel along water much more rapidly and much more clearly, let's say, than they do through air? Less less obstacles or less obstruction. Anyway, let's move on. Let these fellas do their fishing. Oh, sit down here. Is there a man among you? Or amongst? Is it amongst? It is amongst, I think, yeah. Is there a man amongst you that can tell me they actually enjoy Songkran? I mean, somebody who's lived in Thailand for any amount of time. And in the beginning, I think the first year was a novelty for me. But as I was enjoying Songkran, I was saying to myself, what's there to enjoy? And I remember distinctly, what's there to enjoy but getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning and drinking Hong Tong with S-Cola, because that's what I did. I just wanted to get into the whole Thai experience when I first came here, and that's exactly what I did. 7 o'clock in the morning, Songkran Day, Hong Tong with S-Cola. Oh, geez. And by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you were so dehydrated because this is the hottest time of the year. It's 38 degrees today. You know, drinking during that heat, drinking alcohol, you feel woeful. I remember going home, I was actually living in the house. The house we'll be in our Songkran video, the next video that's coming up after this. That's the house where we'll be. That's the house where we lived at the time. And I used to have to go into the bedroom, turn on the air conditioner, and hear the boom, 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 boom was going on outside. And I was dying at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Thais have their parties in reverse. They have their parties in the morning and they finish by midday. The younger generation will keep going. Like that party over there or down the road was going last night, and it's still going now, and it'll still be going tonight. But there's less activity there now than there was last night. The majority of people will probably come back tonight, I assume. But it's not somewhere I'll be, because I'll be doing a live stream with Pete from Thailand Bound. And as I said earlier, you will have seen it if you want, but you will have seen it at this stage because it's on the channel. Oh God. I better get back to the hacienda. I've got a few online appointments today, but we shall reconvene. We shall reconvene and we shall persevere. We don't like Songkran, and I'm sure you're in that collective we with me. We have reconvened yet again. It's now the morning after, whatever. I've lost track of time. I haven't really, but I've lost track of time in this video. She's preparing the grub now. She's buying a heap of stuff and a big box of ice. I'll show you that in a second. She's going down to the mother's house tonight. This is the night before this is the day before Songkran. Although they've started it already up here. So she's going down to the mother's house as the only daughter of the family. it's her responsibility to prepare the whole thing. She has to do the whole thing. And I tell you, she has a tremendous sense of loyalty to her family because she's going to great lengths to prepare for tomorrow. She'll buy the beer. She's already bought the food. It just goes on and on. I'll just show you down here what she's done so far. So here we are. She's filled this with ice, and she's got flowers and other stuff. I don't know what half it is, to be honest with you, in there. By the way, the flowers are on ice because it's 38 degrees. And then she has, are these fireworks? I think they are. There's nothing in English, I don't think so anyway. If they are fireworks, they're illegal where I'm from, in the Republic of Ireland. It's illegal to buy, sell, or to set off fireworks unless you have a specific license. And I think that's right too, by the way. They're bloody dangerous. But anyway, she's loads of stuff here. And Songkran is well and truly underway. I was up in 7-Eleven this morning getting this and that, and they're playing Songkran music on a loop tape. It's just like Christmas. I don't know how the staff in 7-Eleven keep up with that. Anyway, we're prepared. We be leaving here at 3 o'clock. It's now 20 past 11. I've some online stuff to do. But I just hope you've enjoyed this look at why I don't like Songkran. And you'll see it in the flesh in our next video. The camera will be rolling for Songkran Day with her family. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have done, leave a comment, or if you haven't, even if you haven't done, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed already, now is a good time to do so. Click subscribe, like, share, all those wonderful things. And I'll bring you back another wonderful video from Songkran Day in the heart of Bangkok. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I'm not.